today's coverage of the NFL. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. 6'4" Jordan Love taking the field for the first time. The 2020 first-round pick from Utah State set to lead Green Bay.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He was able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Jordan Love ready on first down here. Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. 2nd and 8 coming up. And he's going to take this down close to a first down at about the Bears' 41. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. On 3rd down, it's Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. But you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Switching things up, they'll throw it now with Jordan Love. Got his man complete over the middle. It's done. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
Oh, he gets free left side. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll try to run this one in. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Love. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. Love, this is 3rd and goal. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Disastrous outcome there on 3rd and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So now the Packers turn things over to the special teams crew. They're on for the field goal try. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. They moved the ball pretty well there on the opening drive. You think they're okay settling for 3?
I don't think they're happy about settling for 3, but I think you're exactly right with the word okay, because they threw it well, they ran it well. Excellent balance for the first drive of the game.
And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This can set him back.
Oh, why are we doing this?
Well, that holding call set him up with it.
With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. On 2nd down now, Beasley. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
On 2nd down, Beasley. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Here's Shaw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Gotta say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down. So
into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Back to throw. Shaw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll be a loss of 8 on the sack, and it's going to lead him to 4th down. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. Punter Sterling Hoffrichter out now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, It does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Love, they go play action now. Throw left side complete. That's Baldwin.
Man, they gotta let him play.
Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. Love now on 2nd down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. So the screen good for only 2. Now it's 3rd down. Here's Love. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time, and the Bears take over. Chicago works their way back onto the field here for their 2nd drive of the game. And they are back down to 500 following the loss last week. Consistency has been a real issue for them so far.
Brandon, you almost don't know what team is going to show up every week. I mean, there's no consistency with this ball club at all, and if we feel that way, I know it frustrates the coaching staff, and it also has to frustrate the key leaders in the locker room. They got to figure out how to get coordinated.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. They come up with exactly 1 minute to go in this first quarter. On first down, Beasley. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves them with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. Nothing after 1 on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Shaw. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Shaw over the middle, complete. That's Townsend. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 27-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And the Packers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Following the interception, Love. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. And they will finally get it, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Well, I tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Scoring summary, 3-play drive, and it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, call it the 26. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Here's a handoff out of the gun. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw now. Here's Love. Harris has it over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Love. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Love looking to throw it. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Going back to Love. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Love from the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. On play action, Love to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They will throw again here with Jordan Love. Finds his man, Watson, over the middle. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 14.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come back, reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. To pass, here's Jordan Love. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Packers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun. Love. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, the coverage was tight that time. They allowed the pass underneath to him, but they rallied to him pretty fast, too. Converged on him and got him down. That'll bring up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Love now. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 6-yard line. Quite a decision there on 4th down. They didn't just want the first. They wanted 6 points. And following the interception, they're going to come away with neither.
And that's too bad, partner, because they really went for it on that one, right? Because I think in their mind, sometimes the illogical play is a logical play. But in this case, they were wrong.
Well, look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. It's the 2nd quarter. His team has the lead, but I think he's hoping for a little bit more production out of himself. And
we often talk about preaching patience to a runner when things are a little bumpy in the early going, but we have to do the same thing with the offensive line. They can't wait to halftime to make the adjustments. They have to do it from series to series. So those surface tablets come into play. Check out what the defense is doing and see if they can find a better way to run it.
So the search for that patience here now. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Green Bay offense ready to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. A gain of 3, second down.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And he'll give it here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 40 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
First down, going to the air with Love. It's brought in by Harris. And they'll get this down to the 10. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway, because that's your strength.
So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. A very costly sack there on 3rd and goal. Pushes him back big time. And now you'd figure the field goal team coming on 4th. Two minutes to play in this first half. 7-3, our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. We step aside. So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. At 7-6. So another good job defense. Allowed 3 trips into the red zone, but only the 2 field goals.
Yeah, that's the bend but don't break, isn't it? And they really didn't get broken at all, because if you're running off the field having allowed 2 field goals and 3 trips in the red zone, you've actually come out ahead.
Yeah, flip it over to the other side. The offense, they'll hope to cash in for 6 next trip. The Chicago offense set to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. A gain of 6 there on 1st. To throw on second down. Shaw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Townsend. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Shaw. He finds his man. Complete. It's Townsend. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They'll look to throw again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
Certainly feels like the classic second guess, but let's be honest about it. They had a chance going to halftime with the lead. Why did they take a chance with a throw there? I don't understand that.
Well, that's what I'm wondering. And now this defense has to try to protect that lead going into the locker room. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. First down, love to pass. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. To the air again, Love. He finds his man, complete. It's done. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. On second and very short, Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And once again, the Packers, they're back out in front.
A lot of people might call this backyard football. Sometimes just understanding who you've got out wide and who you're going to throw it to. Give him an opportunity to go up and make a play, even when contested. Looks like that one worked out pretty well. The trust factor, in effect.
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
The kicker on the point after.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. The extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 6-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter.
Okay, Brandon, bye weeks, they're over. We've once again got a full slate of games to get to as we take you around the NFL here in Week 12. We'll begin our trip around the NFL with an interesting one right off the bat. And as you see, they were winners back on Thursday night. The Lions continue to keep one eye on that race for a first-round bye as they improve their mark to 9-2. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. and they were losers in that one to the visiting Tampa Bay Bucks. The Bucks need to string a few wins together here down the stretch, but this last one moves them back above 500 at 6-5. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they trail in that ball game to the visiting Seattle Seahawks. DK Metcalf, a touchdown reception. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Simms going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll run on first down. Beasley, and this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Second down at 5. Back to throw. Shaw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Go Bears.
On third down, Shaw, he finds his man, complete. That's Townsend. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable third down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the first down.
On first and 10, Shaw, and Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So into Packer territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 46. Off play action. Shaw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete. So
Lol.
second and 10
Sim League I am in.
on first down. Back to throw again. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 49 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Hi, Stephanie.
Throwing on first down. Shaw, he finds his man, complete. It's Townsend. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On first down, Beasley. And he'll do a nice job here. Just
She is asleep, but I'll send the hello emoji rolling on the floor laughing.
On the play there, second down.
Hell of a game so far.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. The second down play, not much better than the
I am actually Tony, her husband, under her account.
Diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
On third down, Shaw got his man complete over the middle. That's Townsend. They get only
Okay, sorry.
as that leads us to a fourth down.
That pattern and scheme was well defensed on third down. He tried to just sprint from one side of the field to the other, and they got it to him quickly. But no chance at yards after the catch there, and they stop him short.
Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. The kick by Lutz is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So a decent drive there to start the third quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like
Good
on the
vibes.
sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing. Love. And he's got his target, Harris. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of, until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
On 1st and 10, Love. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it'll make it a 2nd down. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Baldwin. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Love. He gets it complete to Harris. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And he's able to pick up the 1st down here before he goes down at the 26.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Love now to pass on 1st down. He finds Bateman over the middle. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Play fake. Here's Love. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Love. Under pressure, and they got to him again. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Parker, you know what I'm going to say before I even say it.
Yeah, you just cannot take a sack in that spot.
You're exactly right. You can't take a sack in that spot. Potentially now, a 3-point swing right there.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. The Bears offense now getting ready to take over. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Shaw. He finds his man complete. It's Townsend. Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sutton. Three quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Shaw. And he's got him. Got his man on the end route. Complete. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
On 2nd down now, Beasley. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Come on, baby.
From the gun, Shaw. It's caught, left side, Bolden. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. On 2nd down, Beasley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Beasley, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And Lutz's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
Well, another drive coming up for this Packers offense. And we essentially have a brand-new ball game. After that last field goal has tied us all up, we brace for what should be an exciting rest of this fourth quarter. On 1st and 10, Love. That's complete to his receiver, Bateman. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Looking to throw. Love. Throw right side here, taken in by Bateman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Love. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch, by the way, number 505 of his career. That ties him with a couple of other tight ends for the past, Frank Wycheck and Dallas Clark.
And those guys were excellent players, but how about what we're seeing right now? 505 and rising. What a nice career he's put together.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Love. It fights him up, but now he's swallowed up and taken down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss. Big 3rd down. A field goal from this spot, 57 yards as they hope to move it a little closer. Looking to throw. Love. Finding Harris over the middle. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And his kick here is good. And with that, they will move out in front by 3. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Now the Bears offense ready to take over again. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game.
Come on, QB, come on. Check. Lucky.
Throwing on 1st down. Shaw got his man complete over the middle. It's Sutton. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. the play fake. Shaw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
You gotta be kidding me.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Looking to throw on second down. Shaw. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. The Bears on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. Back to throw. Shaw. And the reception made over the middle. This is Bolden. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play downfield. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it and were able to keep the drive moving.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. To throw on second down. Shaw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Let's go.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. The Bears moving hastily in the hurry-up offense. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he gets this only to the 41, not near enough for the first. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They got the completion. Now, they probably had 2 plays called in the huddle, so they've got to get to the line of scrimmage, get set, and run their 4th down play.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to tie things up in the final minute. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know, you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Now Love. Able to find Komet. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
He finds his man complete. It's Harris. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. Love. He finds his man complete. That's Harris. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So now it all comes down to the left foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. So it's all going to ride here on the left foot of their kicker. This will be from 53 for the win. And off the crossbar, and it bounces over. It is good. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle determining who wins and who loses. This game, no exception. They didn't turn the ball over at all, and they go on to victory.
They look like a smooth operation in this one, didn't they? Because you look at every facet of the game, they handled their business. Offense took care of the football, converted it into points. Defense took the ball away, gave it back to the offense. Special teams, right there with them. That's the type of game a coach is going to really love and value. And when they show the film, they have to be careful not to give out too many kudos and kill their motivation going forward.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 6-5. And they'll return home next week to take on the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for Chicago, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.